Accelerator Labs,
UNDP Accelerator Lab,
United Nations Development Program,
UNDP Accelerator Lab,
UNDP Accelerator Lab,
Accelerator Lab,
the UNDP Accelerator Lab.
This is my favorite question. What do the Accelerator Labs do? The Accelerator Labs are the world's fastest learning network. That's what we pride ourselves in.
The Accelerator Labs work with novel methodologies to figure out how to deliver development differently.
We are tackling some of we call them wicked hard, some of the toughest challenges in development, and using a process of solution mapping, exploration, and experimentation to find local-based solutions to global complex challenges.
Ya shiri dzakatanga kutobatwa nenyaya yekuti dzaiuya kudya zvirimwa zvana mai nana baba tisikaendi kuchikoro nenyaya yeproblem yeshiri idzodzo.
Just because quail birds are migratory, it means they're moving beyond Zimbabwe to other countries, and that on its own makes them not a national threat, but a regional threat. In some places like Kenya and Uganda, it's up to 95%. In Zimbabwe, it's 50% plus. Then once you put in the idea of interconnected food systems, then something that's regional affecting Africa definitely is going to have a significant impact on global markets. So yes, very small bird, but huge impact on the global economy.
Since partnering with the Accelerator Labs through Japan's SDG Challenge, we have managed to develop 3 prototypes of the drone system, and now we are currently working on the 4th.
We did a lot of experiments, reflecting mirrors at the birds. That didn't work. Lasers to chase away the birds, but then again that didn't work. Eventually, learning from the local community, sound was the best way to dispel the birds.
私たちのコア技術は、人工知能となりますので、主に人工知能を活用した社会課題解決の事業を行っております。
So we have improved our AI capabilities and made significant progress in developing an autonomous drone system that works off-grid.
What other solution nowadays other than AI can you apply towards a challenge like that? That's the reason why we are powering our drone systems with AI, so that the quail birds don't get used to the solution, and the solution also improves through time as it is learning from the quail.
Tinoona sekuti UNDP wakabatsirika kuziya kuti dzinotsvagwa sei shiri, dzinoonekwa sei kuti dzinorarapo. Izvi tinozvitenda zviri kuitwa naMukoma Gift, kuti zvinoitawo kuti isusuwo tizikanwewo kuti tine zvatiri kuita. Zviri kubatsirawo nharaunda kana nyika yese, nyika zviri kubatsira nyika.
Our goal is to convert the quail from being a pest to being a productive, to ensure that we are catching as much quail as possible to reduce the numbers and improve food security, but also catching in a way that's environmentally friendly and where the birds are safe to be eaten. That way they're then protein for the communities.
Sometime in 2019, an international report came out tagging the Philippines as the top contributor of plastic marine pollution in the oceans. It's not just an aesthetic issue, but it affects health of people, the marine biodiversity. It's also a disturbance on the livelihoods of people, whether they are fisher folk or tour guides.
Ang turismo po ay nagbibigay ng hanapbuhay sa karamihan, ang mga basura naman po ay may masamang epekto, lalo na sa aming turismo, sa mga marine life.
The first 2 phases of the satellite remote sensing experiment that we did with Dr. Yuichi Ito and JAMS, we did it in Metro Manila, the highly urbanized, highly population-dense capital of the Philippines.
それの結果をダッシュボードに取りまとめております。ダッシュボードには衛星の解析以外でも市民活動家の結果なども混ぜておりまして、これらは政策の利用に活用される予定です。海洋の表層に集まるゴミが3倍になるというふうに予測されています。ですので、その規模感、これは地球規模なんですけども、
I'd like to see remote sensing being mainstreamed as among the arsenal of tools that governments can use in their monitoring and enforcement activities, not only in waste management, in disaster risk management, or in monitoring of biodiversity, even monitoring poverty at the very granular level.
Currently, our worst struggle is unemployment, and flowing out of the unemployment, it's drug abuse, single-parent families.
The Accelerator Lab in South Africa identified seaweed as a potential solution that could contribute to multiple SDGs, such as climate change, food security, inequality. The seaweed industry in South Africa is really just starting, but through the Japan SDG Innovation Challenge, we were able to draw on the centuries of knowledge and experience that the Japanese have in seaweed. We worked with Professor Ono, who has been working in seaweed since the 70s and is truly a worldwide expert in seaweed.
そして貧困対策、持続的資源開発ができるのは、具体的にどの階層かを検討し、おごのり市場は十分に行き渡ってないことから、サルダーニア弁の品質が良いおごのりを
We have engaged with communities on the north, west and east coast of South Africa, trying to surface traditional uses of seaweed in the communities. And there were some surprising results. We found that communities have been using seaweed to treat sunburn. They have also used seaweed to fertilize their crops. And a few surprising ones, for example, using seaweed as the inners for a mattress, or using the stipe of a kelp to cook fish on a fire. It is really important as we move forward building this industry to work with entrepreneurs, and Nolan Adams is one of those entrepreneurs.
We can't turn seaweed into a formal business. We were brought up to look out of the box, and seaweed is one of those out of the box ideas. Just to think how many people in the coastal communities can earn money out of seaweed, making like seaweed salt, ice cream, fertilizers, soap. And out of that all, people will earn respect for the sea, they will earn respect for our country, they will earn respect for themselves. And I think that is what we need.
The world faces serious challenges.
And we know in UNDP that we have this comprehensive and holistic view of the SDGs. We should be humble enough to say that we don't have the monopoly of solution.
And we think that what we're learning through this work can scale in other countries around the world.
And really, the impact of the experimentation and the work we're doing today is going to be felt in the years to come, in the decades to come. So we're doing the work that we're doing today to secure a better future for tomorrow's world.